Hello guys and welcome to episode 21 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough, playing as Brasilia using the Purity Affinity. And today, well, we're going to have to be dealing with the African Union, of course, because they've gone and built an emancipation gate. And that's not something we need them to have done. So, I'm going to select my Dragoons, my Devastators, my Lev tank, and we are going to move all our forces to the front line with the African Union. So we shall set up our attack from Dorado, and we shall storm through the gap toward Megan, take over Megan, and blow up the Emancipation Gate. So that should be pretty awesome. A huge war to come. Let's make sure that we get all of these units on the move. They're going to take a little while to get there, so we're going to have to play this very carefully and make sure that we do this in the most optimum manner, because I do not know how many turns it's going to be until they actually win the game. So we must hurry up. Get all these units on the move. They've been fortified for years now. It is their turn to attack once again. Let's pick up these battle suits. I might leave a couple of battle suits at the borders with the Slavs because they have got a couple of units here. But I think the majority we can afford to move on. So I'm going to bring these Wardens over as well. And we can lay it all out once we get there. Get these battle suits out of Jimboomba and Pembella. Great. I think that's nearly everything. I'm going to put this Warden into Rangi and we'll move on the Dragoon. This Dragoon can be moved over as well. We'll keep the Centurion here as defense. And this Devastator can move onwards as well. So our army is fully mobilized, I think. So let's now choose the production in our settlements. I shall work on a auto plant in Fiel, in Budadura an old earth relic, in Pembella a network, and that should do. Let's move on to the next turn. Oh, I probably should have done covert ops first. Never mind, we can just do that in the next turn. So no nations declaring war on me, I don't think. Just safe to move on. So the agent in Mava can siphon more energy. Let's just check our intrigue levels in our settlements. We have 4 intrigue in Cittadella, which is pretty bad, but we have an agent on the case there now, so that shouldn't be so much of a problem. We can bring this agent out of Dorado and actually send them to Megan, maybe? Yeah, Megan's a good idea, so we can see what's going on around there. And the one at Manuel was stopping some intrigue, but I think what I'll do is return that to the HQ to get a little bit of extra health. In Rangi, let's work on a recycler. And all is done for this turn. We'll let our units continue on their way. It looks really cool as they all move on in the same turn. My entire nation mobilizing. It's actually incredible. So the only place that the Slavs can really attack me is at Rangi, and same with the Franco-Iberians. That's why I'm defending there with the Warden and the Centurion. The rest of this area is blocked off by canyons, which will make it hard for those battle suits to actually hit me effectively. At Bordadura, let's now work on a repair facility. Although actually a thorium reactor is probably more helpful at this stage. And at Harta, we can work on a laboratory. So we are still at minus 45 health. I just kind of got used to it being that low, but that's really, really bad. And we've got 2,200 energy. We could possibly try and spend that on some stuff. Let's go into the purchase tab and see if there's anything we can actually buy that will give us health. I don't think there is. I don't think we have any buildings anywhere that we can build to give us more health. Which is really bad. Ah, there's a gene garden I can build here. Good. And I can purchase the cytonursery as well, although I don't need to because it's currently working on it. I can buy the gene garden in Rahi. Awesome. And we can wait for the cytonursery to be finished there. You can buy the gene garden in New Hope. Awesome. And that's used up all our cash anyway, so I think that was worth doing. Get rid of some more of those negative modifiers. Let's get a Gaian well building in Jimboomba. All done. Let's keep going. See how much our health drops in the next turn. Or goes up, should I say, because we are gaining health, not taking it away.
Torgowlia opiera nie na potrzebach, a na sprawiedliwości.
We'll get more favors from General Vadim Kozlov, of course. We really want him to be our ally. Now, because it's my turn, what I'm going to do is discuss getting a cooperation agreement. It's going to decline. It's not very kind. He's neutral with me, so maybe he will later on. Because we are the same affinity. Work on a Bavarian in Freeland. Move straight on to the next turn by the looks of things. Move on this Dragoon. Along with this one. These units just look so cool. Not quite sure if we're going to be able to take out over Thabo immediately. Or Megan immediately, sorry. Because Thabo's in the way. We're going to have to probably take out Thabo first. Because of all these canyons, look at them. And they're not really an issue because I think we can move over them with Dragoons and Devastators. But I think maybe Thabo's more of an issue here. Keep forgetting that they float. Like, this canyon isn't an issue at all, is it? No. I can just go straight over to Megan. Right. So let's just sleep that for now. True Battlesuit can move forwards. And these are the ones that can't go over canyons. True Battlesuit can come over to Dorado. Same with this one. And that's all done. Wow. A lot of wars. Utama declared war on the Pan-Asians. Samatar Jamabar declared war on someone.
Torgowlia opiera nie na potrzebach, a na sprawiedliwości.
I'm going to accept this. Because I think he wants to attack Samatar Jamabar. Samatar Jamabar declared war on Elodie as well. And Utama declared war on Kavitha. Interesting. So everyone just kind of declared war on each other in the same turn. Australia formed an alliance with the African Union, pledging mutual economic support and military defense. Oh my. Okay, so we're going to have to get some defenses down here just to stop Patan becoming a problem for Pembela. We need to work on a couple of extra military units then. Let's get this spare battle suit over there. And what we'll do is we'll produce a warden for the settlement. Now I'm really hoping that the Slavs aren't going to use this open borders to basically screw me over. I'm going to start building this Exodus gate at Manuel. And I'm going to do it there. Nicely in the middle of my empire. Should be well protected. Also is right next to the mag rail there. Establish a network in Magan. And at New Hope, let's build a trade depot now. Get these dragoons further into position. Just gonna put all of the units that float onto the canyon tiles so that my battle suits can take up the other tiles. And I can just tell these all to do nothing for this turn. Maybe it would be worth just declaring war on them straight away. I'm not entirely sure. Tell that unit to do nothing. That can fortify until healed. And I don't think I missed any significant messages. Intrigue level in Citadella decreased to 2, which is really nice. Lev tank's on its way. Looks like it's a bit far behind. Would be good if we could use that for this fight. Does a lot of damage to settlements. So many units to move. It's actually getting a bit ridiculous. Now, even though I built all those health buildings in the last turn, my health didn't change much at all. Which is strange.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
Now, Elodie wants open borders. I'm actually going to refuse that offer. Wow, Elodie completes the Mind Flower. And it's there? Oh my god. Really? Now, the Mind Flower is more likely to complete before the Emancipation Gate, because the Emancipation Gate has to be filled with military units, which takes a little while. But I think what we can afford to do is declare war.
What troubles you now, Elmo?
Don't call me Elmo.
Must you bring always to our new home?
We're gonna move on our troops, and hopefully in like one turn we'll be able to destroy the Emancipation Gate. So there's a settlement here called Cersei. Hopefully we can actually hit that with the Devastators and the Dragoons. Get the battle suit to move forwards. This trade convoy can now head to Le Coeur for now. That's going to change very soon. Keep the battle suits on the move. Dragoon can come down. So can this Devastator. And at Kala we'll work on a trade depot, and at Rangi a repair facility. Actually, unless we can build a warden there, because I'm going to need one. to help defend Pembella. I'm not sure if me declaring war on Sabotage Bar caused Hutama to join, but it looks like it did. Just said so there on the side. Well, this is getting rather exciting, isn't it? We're currently working on our own Exodus Gate. Elodie's already got her Mind Flower, which is going to be a really big issue to get to. We might just have to suicide some Dragoons in order to destroy that. But we're going to wipe out the African Union first.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
She really, really wants open borders. And I'm not going to give it to her. What I could have done actually is traded open borders for open borders and then moved troops next to her Mind Flower and then attacked her. That would have been one way to do it. Looks like my Dragoons under heavy attack. Didn't die though. The Redeemer not powerful enough. Or can I rush past this and attack the Emancipation Gate? No, it would take 2 turns. Okay. Let's move up this Devastator. And this one. And this one. We can kill off this Redeemer with our Dragoon. This one can get out of here in order to fortify until healed and get replacements up. So many troops on the way, it's ridiculous. The attack's going to be a little bit spread out. Shouldn't be too much of an issue though. So we just have so many units. Doesn't really make a difference. Let's move these raiders to Pembella. And we can use those to take care of the enemy units approaching from Kesam Patan. It's only an educated though, so let's hit that with the city and we can kill it off with the true battle suit. No problemo. At Harta, we'll get a alien preserve now. And at Pembella, well, we may as well work on our own Devastator maybe. They are in range of the settlement there, but they only took 17 damage from that assault. What I'm going to do is just move this battle suit back to Pembella, and all should be well. Enemy Redeemers trying to kill off my Dragoon. They're probably going to do it this time. Yep. What the hell just happened there? Hello? What? One of the Australians units just got absolutely annihilated. It looks like one of my allies here, well, not allies, but one of the other nations has a satellite that can attack other units. So that just happened. Move the battle suit back, and what we can do now is actually use this Devastator to attack this Redeemer. We can use this one as well. Let's Actually, no, we can't. Not in this turn. Move forwards all these devastators. That can fortify until healed. We can make this unit instantly recover 50 HP, so we can actually use it to destroy this Redeemer here. And I'm probably going to move on this Dragoon next to the settlement. We'll use this Dragoon to actually hit this Redeemer. Now that is going to probably be on a tile that can be hit by both Megan and Cersei, unless I destroy the Redeemer, which didn't happen. We have a Saber there. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Maybe we can skirt around and take out that Saber. Or maybe we can just hit the Emancipation Gate. I just destroyed it. Okay. I thought that was said that it would take only a little bit of damage, but it actually just wiped it off the tile. Completely just annihilated it. Now what I'm going to do is take over Cersei and Megan and then probably try and peace out. We're just going to brute force our way towards Megan with the battle suits, I think. And this Dragoon, well, it said it was safe to attack Cersei, but I think I'm going to actually attack this Redeemer. Our Devastators are nearly in range. Let's use the Raiders to attack their CNDRs. That did quite a lot of damage, which is good. At Dorado, we'll work on the rocket battery, possibly. Just in case we get any attacks coming in from the enemy. And now we just got to wait and see how much damage the African Union does to me. Looks like they are currently occupied with the Kavithans. That works out really well for us. Now from this position, this Dragoon can actually kill that Saber in the next turn. And somehow this Dragoon managed to stay alive. Works for me, I guess. Kill off the Saber. Now what we can do, I think, is attack Cersei. No, we can't. I'm going to have to move a tile forward. What about this Lev tank? Surely that can move forward. So many anti-orbital strikes popping up. Veterancy gained for that Raider. No worries. Veterancy gained for this Dragoon. Let's get him out of there. Covert agent promoted. And Elodie made peace with the Pan-Asians. So we have another virtue to choose. I think we'll just go down the free worker unit route, because we're not building any more outposts anytime soon. And we get a free virtue. Okay, cool. Okay, so we can continue. And let's get plus 15% speed for tile improvements. Nice. Next we can get the minus 25% culture needed for border expansion. Then we can get the gift economy. Then we can get mind over matter, get the extra health from that. At Tenang, Let's get an old Earth relic. Move on these battle suits as much as I can. I'm going to move this Dragoon out of range of Megan and then fortify until healed. This Devastator can set up to attack in the next turn. I'm going to move this Devastator on. Raider can just probably air intercept for this turn. Same with this one. And they will repair themselves as well. Dragoon can come to the front line. Move this one forwards as well. And just fortify until healed. This one can sleep. Or just do nothing for this turn. Worker can automate at Citadella. That's the one we got for free. And we'll choose an operation at Megan, which shall be to just siphon energy, although I don't think we'll complete it before we take it over. Let's move on to the next turn. It's a bit of a messy war this, and we mustn't forget about Eridani. So what I'll probably do is start building some more units as soon as I can, and we'll assemble a force to strike Eridani's Mind Flower down. That might take a little while. Has to be done though, because otherwise she is going to win the game before us. And that's not what I intended to happen at all. Our unit's taking quite a lot of damage from the cities. Shouldn't be too much of an issue though. As in the next turn we'll probably take over Cersei. Just due to the amount of Devastators we have. Veterancy gained for this Dragoon. That's making disciplined, moving back towards Cersei. Not really anywhere he can go, I don't think, in order to heal. Actually, I probably could have put him toward the Kavithans, like on this tile, and he would have been out of range of both settlements, and he would have been able to heal that way, but never mind. We'll get these battle suits to move towards Megan, and move on all the units tile by tile, so they don't get hit by Thabo. Now let's set up these Devastators to attack Cersei. Oh, that's annoying, they can't, because that heals in the way. Right, let's move it one tile onward. This one can attack. Let's see how much damage that can do. Not very much, actually. What about this one? That's going to have to move round as well. How annoying. This one has a huge range. Maybe if I leave that for one more turn it will have a massive range as well, because I think that's the upgrade I got. What about the Lev tank? Let's just attack Cersei with that one. The Lev tank needs to be closer, I think. Tell that to do nothing for now. Although actually it can anti-orbital strike maybe. No? There is a laser comm satellite there. Don't want to delete it, no. I accidentally clicked on that. Never mind. Anyway, at Citadella, let's now work on a holomatrix. Get some extra culture. Probably actually really worth it. Before we start producing any military units for Eridani. Although I think, actually, I think we should probably go straight onto military units, just due to the fact that we're kind of on a bit of a tight schedule here, in terms of taking care of that Mind Flower. So let's choose a Dragoon. We'll just make lots of Dragoons because they're fast and they'll be able to get to the Mind Flower very quickly. And it looks like it only takes one unit to actually sit on the tower in order to destroy it. If it's like the Emancipation Gate, that is. And at Rahi, well, we're going to have to continue working on buildings because that is nowhere near ready to produce units yet. At Rangi, we'll produce a Dragoon. It's going to take 11 turns, but oh well. And that Devastator can do nothing. The Dragoon can heal. That Battle Suit can do nothing. And that True Battle Suit can fortify. We'll use this Devastator to attack Megan this turn. And shall we attack Cersei? I think I will. With that Dragoon. Just to make sure that the health of the city is kept lower. And we'll move on to the next turn. Wow, that Educator did 6 damage to my True Battle Suit. It's like nothing at all. Elodie made peace with Samatar Jamabar. And General Vadim Kozlov.
Porażenie wymaga najliczajszego heroizma.
So the Slavs had a agent killed in my lands. I'm just going to say I'm willing to overlook this indiscretion. But unfortunately, it has been my time. So I think the war with the African Union is going really well. They have been distracted quite a lot by other nations in the meantime. So we've managed to get all our Devastators up, ready to take over those settlements. After destroying the Emancipation Gate, now we're going to have to worry about the Mind Flower. But in the meantime, guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.